many times I get stopped in London sometimes, like, you're an actress, right? And I'm literally like, oh God, can I just go? Can I just go to wherever I was going? And they're like, which films have you done? One day, this waiter was following me everywhere I went in the hotel. And I got really upset, and I saw him coming at one point. So instead of taking the lift, I took the stairs because I was like, he's not going to follow me if I take the stairs. But he did. So finally I stopped, I turned to him and I said, just stop following me around. So he said that I want a picture with you. I said, tell me 3 films I've done. And he told me, Fair and Lovely ad. How things get with Chinese whispers. No, I didn't cry, actually. Okay. I said that I almost cried. I had such a lovely time on set. That when it finished, I was like, no, it can't, why is it finishing so quickly? Yeah. That sort of crying I did. You have a better box office collection with The Man. There's one Alia Bhatt, which is an exception now, which is fantastic. The great thing about him is that he speaks his mind and open to listen to you as well. So I feel free to speak my mind as well, which is taken very well, you know. So I think I prefer those relationships anyway.
Back to the big screen after 3.5 years is Radhika Apte, who is all set to enthrall us with Vikram Vedha. Hi Radhika, welcome to News 18 Shosha.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing?
Not bad, and you?
Good. So Radhika, in an interview you said that, you know, the director duo Pushkar and Gayatri, they are perhaps the best people you have ever worked with. And I also heard that, you know, you sort of cried after the shoot of the film was over.
No, I said that I almost cried because it was so much fun.
Yeah.
Like how things get with Chinese whispers. No, I didn't cry, actually.
Okay.
I said that I almost cried. I had such a lovely time on set. Yeah. That when it finished, I was like, no, it can't, why is it finishing so quickly?
Yeah.
That sort of crying I did.
Right.
But they truly are really wonderful. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're wonderful directors, but they're also wonderful people.
Yeah.
And I've never ever met 2 people so in love, in sync.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I don't know how they work. They work together and they live together, obviously. They're together 24 hours. And the other day, I think Gayatri was telling me that we took different flights after a long time, after the first time or something like that. So it was quite disturbing that we were not together for the whole time. I think it's adorable. I don't know how they manage. They're really lovely. They're really, I don't know, I mean, they have such respect, patience and love and care for each other, and that reflects in how they are with everybody else also, I think.
Yeah. So this was before Sacred Games. I remember you saying that you hadn't really read the book before you started shooting for it. Yeah. Did you watch the film before this one?
I watched the film. I didn't read the script.
Oh, really?
Because that time the script wasn't ready. Mm-hmm. So I watched the film. And then I had a lovely long lunch meeting with them. And we decided to do it together. Yeah.
But do you think often, you know, probably in this case, when you watch the original film, did it become a deterrent for you because, you know,
Oh no, I forget anyway. I forget quite quickly. And so yeah, when I was doing it, I didn't really remember how they had done it. So I look at it quite with fresh eyes. And that's your job, right? As an actor, when you're doing 15 takes of the same scene, each time you have to say it as if it happened brand new. So, you know what I mean? So you're quite used to just starting from zero.
Right, like with a clean slate.
With a clean mind.
Right. This is, I think, your 3rd collaboration with Saif Ali Khan.
Yes.
I'm not going to ask you how fun it was because you've already told me that you love hanging around, with him. It's really fun. But what I feel like in terms of the films or the scripts that you have chosen, both of you as an actor separately, of course, I personally feel that there's a certain sensibility that sort of matches. Am I correct there?
Yeah, I think if your sense of humor matches somebody else's sense of humor, that tells you a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I think that I find the hardest, right? Like, you might like somebody and you might find that they're great, but if you don't laugh at their jokes and they don't laugh at yours, it's very dangerous.
I know, right?
You know, so I think that if your sense of humor matches, that means your sensibilities are pretty
similar.
It can be similar.
Yeah.
So I think I don't know him that well to say that our sensibilities match on everything.
Okay.
And I also don't think that we have similar opinions on certain things, which makes it more interesting.
Right.
Because then we can chat about things and feel like, oh, I don't agree, or it's an interesting perspective to look at, but I feel this way. But the great thing about him is that he speaks his mind and open to listen to you as well. So
Yeah,
I feel free
right.
to speak my mind as well,
Yeah.
which is taken very well.
Yeah,
You
true.
know, so I think I prefer those relationships anyway.
But was there a lot of conversations taking place, about work or life, or I think also the fact that you both are avid book readers apart from work?
Sometimes yes, work,
Yeah.
life, what's happening around the world, and sometimes just time pass also. I mean, people don't just like sit and talk about like intelligent
Important
things.
stuff. Yeah.
No, mostly you're fooling around,
Yeah.
playing a prank on somebody. Also, right? You need to keep yourself
True.
mind engaged and busy and have some humor around, and so it's a mixture of always a mixture of. I mean, how do people meet? They talk about.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, really.
Right, right. What's very interesting about Vikram Vedha is, I think, of course, there's Pushkar, but there's Gayatri, and we do not see filmmakers, female filmmakers, making a neo-noir, actioner every day. That's something that's really interesting.
True, actually, that
Don't
is
you
true. I've
think?
not thought about it, but you're right.
Henna?
Yeah.
Like a full-blown masala
And I think in them,
entertainer.
I think she's the badass.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. I think she's cool. She's really cool.
Will we see you doing some actioner with them anytime soon? Do you want to do action on the big screen?
I'd love to do action on the big screen.
It would
I'd
be so
really
cool,
love to.
na?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I really would love to do action, but if it happens.
Radhika, one thing about you, the perception that's there about you, somehow it's always of a serious actor, of an
Right.
extremely opinionated woman.
Yeah.
Has that ever come, Radhika, in the way of work? I mean, you're only given, let's say, intense parts.
Yeah, actually it has, but in Monica, I don't have an intense part. Monica, oh my
actually,
darling.
It's really interesting.
So I don't know what I've done and how
I saw
I
the
am yet,
teaser.
because I haven't seen the film yet. But it's a comedy part, at least supposed to be comedy. So if you don't laugh, that means I've not done my job correctly.
No, it is
But
fun.
and everybody was like, I've never seen it in comedy films actually, but I'm a huge comedy fan, and I'm not. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. There's an impression because I speak my mind and I'm opinionated, but that can't be the reason why you can't be categorized as a
True.
serious actor. But yeah.
But your kind of comedy, I think, is very different from the usual slapstick that we see. I mean, we saw a little bit of
Yeah.
that in Last Stories.
Yeah.
Henna?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't written it. It's
No.
Anurag, but yeah. I think I mean, if you want to say the comedy films that we make in Bollywood, I don't want to generalize, but
Yeah.
but the bigger Bollywood comedies that we have, somehow most of them are sex comedies, right? We don't have just comedies.
True.
So that's not my sense of humor.
Yeah.
I'm not against sex comedies. I just think that's not my sense of humor.
Got it.
But I mean, that's clearly successful, and that means that the joke's on me. But
how have you successfully kept your private life away from the limelight? Because there are actors who talk about it all the time. I think nobody knows anything that's going on with you.
just by choice.
Yeah.
I mean, I think anybody who decides to keep it away will be able to keep. Not the big actors, I guess. Everybody's just like following them, all the time, and I don't know how. It must be so hard.
Yeah.
Some love it, some don't. I'm guessing. I don't know. But it's just by choice. I detach. I disconnect. I like to have different life. This is not the only place. This is not the only thing. I don't live and breathe the industry in Bombay. I have another
Thankfully
life.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah. But was that always a decision that you had taken even before you joined the film industry, that this is a part of me that I'm not going to bring to the fore?
It's not that, it's work, right? When you go to office, whether you're a doctor or whether you're a teacher or whether you work at a petrol pump, you have a personal life, right? It's only with film actors we try and mix it because it's gossip.
Yeah.
That's it. Otherwise, there's no reason. I mean, of course, everybody has a personal life.
And how do you react when people ask you about?
I say that I wouldn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, that's the way
That's
to go.
it. Yeah. I don't take an offense or anything.
Radhika, I'll tell you this little incident. This was, I think, a few years back when Andhadhunat released.
Right.
So we were at the interviews, and I remember this guy, young guy, just.
What did I do?
It was very funny. I found it very funny.
Okay.
He just came running to you. You were about to get into an elevator, and he said, "Ki ma'am, ek selfie chahiye." You just turned around and you said, "तुझे पता है मैं कौन हूँ?" And then you said, "मेरी एक भी film देखी है तूने?"
Yeah. Actually,
I found it so funny.
Yeah, I think people just want a picture with if you're taking a picture with that person, that means that person's probably famous.
Yeah.
And then they just want to take a picture, right? One day, this waiter was following me everywhere I went in the hotel. And I got really upset. And I saw him coming at one point. So instead of taking the lift, I took the stairs because I was like, he's not going to follow me if I take the stairs. But he did. So finally I stopped, I turned to him and I said, just stop following me around. So he said that I want a picture with you. I said, tell me 3 films I've done. And he told me, Fair and Lovely ad.
Oh my God, it's like such a similar situation.
I laughed though, it was very funny. I said, I'm sorry, I'm not going to give you a picture. Because I just feel like, so many times I get stopped in London sometimes, like, you're an actress, right? And I'm literally like, oh God, can I just go? Can I just go to wherever I was going? And they're like, which films have you done? And I was like, are you really expecting me? Yeah, to stand here and tell you, oh, yes, I'm an actor and I've done this film. No. But I think, I have very little patience for that.
But that's what makes you you.
Yeah.
Well, coming to your stint in Hollywood, do you have an agent there? Are you actively looking for work?
Stint in Hollywood, I think I don't even look at it like that. I've done a couple of things abroad, 2-3 things abroad, which are smaller films. I also have some in the pipeline, but they are more like, I think now the world has become a smaller place, and also the work I'm getting or choosing are the smaller films there also. I've not ever been a part of a massive film abroad. I do have an agent, and I'm not very regular. I'm not very good at doing the auditions that they tell me to do because I'm always somewhere else and I find I'm a bit lazy.
Yeah.
But I do some auditions, but I've never been cast in a big film. So if it happens, it'll happen. But I keep doing auditions sometimes, on and off, not very regularly, but yeah.
But you're open to auditioning at this stage in your career.
I mean, they don't know who I am.
Yeah, that's also true.
So definitely, yeah.
Yeah. I remember in an interview you had said that, the best thing about Hollywood is that you don't have to beg for money.
Hollywood as in, I mean...
Yeah, international projects.
Yeah, in Europe or England, the money will come. I mean, now again, at least I'm in a bit of a powerful position where money does come,
You're talking about here?
Yeah, here.
Yeah, okay.
Like I have to ask and follow up, but money will come. But I've seen a lot of people who, and earlier when I was, my earlier years, last checks never came. You have to really follow up for so long for the money to come. All of these things used to be, that's why I think I said it, because the first 5-6 years of my work career, I really, and not just me, across. But we are like that, no? We don't pay on time. It's not just film industry.
That's true.
So we don't come on time, we don't pay on time. We expect work. How many people pay their house help on time?
That's true.
We don't.
Yeah.
It's our not culture, that's the wrong word, but somehow the way we function.
True. But generally, do you think the remuneration has become better, at least for female actors today?
I don't know the top people, I don't know what the A-listers get. I know sort of what they get, but I don't know there is still a lot of disparity. But you need to understand it's not as simple as what is today the top female actress is getting and what the top male actress is getting. It's not that simple. First of all, what sells is also very important, right?
True.
Like how many people will go watch a Hrithik Roshan film and how many people will go watch a Deepika Padukone film. It also depends on the society. We are a part of the society.
Yeah.
What sells the most? Then the disparity is not just between the 2 top actors. It's between all the other actors also, all other departments. It's inter-department also.
That's
which HODs and then there's spot boys and there's other people. How are they treated? So there's disparity on various levels, and again, not just film industry. I'm sure it's everywhere.
It is.
But what happens in other jobs, I think salaries and stuff, probably people are aware of what people get. So there is information available. I think what needs to happen is people need to talk about what they get paid to each other.
Right.
If you're asked how much you get paid, if the knowledge exists, things may change. But also, you have a better box office collection with the man. There's one Alia Bhatt which is an exception now, which is fantastic. But I mean, generally, so obviously they'll get paid more, right?
That is right.
So it's a more complicated situation. It's not just as black and white. Having said that, there's huge disparity in various ways, and we have to all fight for it constantly. There is change also. People are more aware of it, and there's change. You can see the change, but there's always more scope.
That's right, that's right. Speaking of disparity, I remember this one post that you had posted on your social media, which was lovely, which had you, which had Kalki, which had Tilotama. And so I think the caption went something like, sisterhood in the industry or something. And, somebody had commented ki, aisa thodi hota hai, female actors can never be friends. At this, this is 2022 and what are we talking about?
I know, right? Really, I mean, I didn't even read that, obviously, but I wouldn't even think about that comment. I'll just go ahead.
Yeah. But how does it feel, Radhika, to have this strong sense of sisterhood among your peers today?
I think it's always been there, though. I mean, my mom had a strong group of friends, and my grandmother had a strong group of friends. It's always been there. I think I don't even know where this notions come from or came from. It doesn't really exist anymore, I think, or it's less so. But I don't even know where the notions come from. Yeah. I've only heard great stories of women bonding and whatever, like, friends, really close friends. And most of my close friends are women.
Tell me a little bit about your time that you spent in London over the last 2 years. How was that?
I mean, it's home. I live there. I've been living there for the last 12 years.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that, were you ever, even though COVID was on and shoots were mostly not on, but was there ever a fear of, probably it's like going out of sight and out of mind from here and moving to London?
I always run back. Every time my job gets over, I run back. So I have the opposite. I think my team and my colleagues have the opposite fear that I might not come back. It's not about so I love living there. As much as I love living here. I have 2 homes, I always feel. Yeah. And I'm very lucky to have 2 homes. Right. So I have best of both, actually, to be honest with you. Travel's become a big part of my life. That can get hectic sometimes, but it can also offer a break. Yeah. So I like the quiet and the peace that London offers me. Also, it offers me a lot of variety of art that I can see. Right. Green spaces, time to myself. These are the things that London offers me that somehow Mumbai doesn't offer me. Right. Just because there's just so much happening. But then Mumbai offers me that hectic, busy work and dynamic nature of the city, which London at the moment doesn't offer me.
Great. Before we let you go, so we have picked up some really interesting posts from your social media, from your Instagram, and you have to tell our viewers the story behind that. Sure. Can you see?
Yeah, I can see from there. Yeah. So that was me, my dear friend Roz had a birthday and I was making a 3-layer, she wanted a blueberry coconut, blueberry coconut, what was it? Blueberry coconut, I think it was blueberry coconut, raspberry, yes. Okay. No, how can it be? No, it was a coconut raspberry cake, sorry. Okay. The blueberry was a previous one, sorry. The coconut, she wanted a coconut raspberry cake with the lemon, I think. Okay. So I had made a lemon cake. With coconut, and then there was fresh raspberry. I made the cream from that, and then I put some coconut, and then I put roses on top. And so I was making a 3-layer cake, and that was the morning of her birthday party. And I had just woken up, and I was like, oh my god, I'm late, and I have to do this and freeze this. So it was just one of those.
But have you recently taken to baking?
No, I've always baked. Oh. Always baked. I absolutely love baking because I love cakes, and I'm a good baker.
Yeah, well, we saw the pictures, we can say that. Okay, tell us about this one.
So because I'm the ambassador for Clinique, a brand that I genuinely love and use. Yeah. We were shooting for Forensic together, and there was a small thing we had to do, and I wanted to make it fun. And I just saw Vikrant, and I was like, using you. And he so readily agreed and sportingly agreed. Right. So that's the picture. I think it was I think that was my last day on that film.
Oh, is it?
I think it was my last day.
Such a cute picture though.
Yeah.
Hai Okay, so here we see you turning into a DOP.
Yeah.
Please tell us.
Yeah, I mean, they let me at least. I mean, the Diego, the cinematographer, was really good. I really loved his work. And I actually I did one shot. I did one shot when I was handheld and I was following. They didn't use it, obviously, it was terribly done. But I did do it. He let me do one shot, and then the camera team started looking at us saying that you can't do that. Like, if she does something to the camera, it's like the liability is on us. So it's before that when I was allowed to touch the camera.
So this is for a film.
It was for OK Computer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
So this is an extremely cute picture.
Yeah, it's from my childhood. Yeah. It's
Of course.
outside our house.
Yeah.
We had a great dane. Her name was Chinty. Basically, remember Sakar had that Chintu comic?
Yeah.
Chintu was
yeah.
every morning we used to read Chintu. This comic strip used to come in Sakar.
Right.
And I was a huge Chintu fan. And we've always had dogs. Always, always. So my dad was going to get a Great Dane. And he said, so I was like, okay, I have to call the Great Dane Chintu.
Yeah.
But a female dog came. So we called her Chinty. And it was this big, that dog. But her name was Chinty. Now Chinty in Marathi means tiny.
Oh my God.
So it was funny, but she was so adorable. And yeah, so that's that.
So you're a dog lover.
A huge.
Yeah. And lastly, this one.
Yeah, I had cycled 35 miles or 40 miles that day. It's at one of my closest friend, Alyssa's house. Me and my friend Andrew, we cycled 35 miles when these guys had gone ahead in cars. She lives there, but it's a beautiful countryside house.
Okay.
And these guys had gone in cars. We had bought a lot of wine. They finished all the wine by the time we reached. So we had more wine after having. And so after cycling, we had got those fish and we were grilling them. So
lovely.
It was I think solstice 2021. Yeah,
okay.
June. This was 21st of June, I think.
Wow. That's.
Or maybe not. Yeah, I think maybe it was. Anyway.
Well, on that note, thank you so much, Radhika. All the very best for Vikram Vedha.
Thank
and
you.
Looking forward to all your upcoming projects.
Thank you so much. Hi guys, this is Radhika Apte and you are watching me on News 18 Shosha.